Good day, good love, good beauty, illuminators and way showers. This is Wendy with Languages of Lights coming to you once again in grace and gratitude as I thank you all for sharing my journey with me once again. Wow. What an amazing many moments of sacred synchronicities it has been as we have ushered in this amazing energy of fifth dimensional energy as we open the portal of this new year, of this 2018-11 energy. I've been feeling this amazing, of course, 11 energy. And I hope you all had an amazing holiday seasons and ushering in the new year in the most perfect way that was for you. And I thank all of you who I have only come to know even in the last few days. I've been sitting here taking in some of the last few minutes of the afternoon sun today on this second day of January 2018 and feeling this number 5 energy all day long. The date equals number 5 today, yet I'm still seeing the 1111 portal. And so as I see the number 1 for January and 2 for today's date, and of course the 1-1 energy of the 2018, we equal 5 today. And all day long I've been hearing from the angels, what does that 5 energy mean? And been marveling in the beautiful sacred synchronicities that have been a part of my magical holiday season and ushering in this new year, an 11 energy for me. And I had to marvel over the holiday. I happened to find this journal, if you could see it, with these arrows on it. And I'm a Sagittarian, so us centaurs, we like to carry arrows. And I was marveling at the synchronicity of this as I have 2 arrows hanging on the wall here, crossing in exactly the same manner on the wall. And as soon as I see them, of course, I feel these shooting of intentions, of rockets of desire, of what arrows mean to me and what they mean to all of us. And those arrows I came upon those arrows as part of my journey. And if some of you have been watching me for a little while, one of those arrows, at least one of them, has been in one of my journeys about finding our true north. And it was very significant for me because that download, if you will, came to me that day when I found that arrow, and I was hearing Shivai, that word that comes to us from our Shikani Sasani family about, I'm on my spiritual journey and nothing is going to stand in my way. And that's how I feel about arrows. And that every time we put out a thought coming from a place of pure balance, of knowing our divinity, of expressing ourselves in our truest state and form, that we manifest from that place. And I was guided to look up the angel numbers today for the number 5 to see how that's significant. So I encourage all of you to do that. Today it represents, and the first thing I'm hearing is arrows and representing this idea of expansion, of us becoming our true selves. And this idea of the number 11, and I see the 2 arrows too as 1-1 of this significance of this 2018 of 11, of really taking that 11 energy in the portals and really just switching direction, I guess, right? And switching direction, but in a way that points you toward our true north. So I'm feeling, I'm all of a sudden feeling a galactic message. Okay, now I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm hearing that 5 and that it's not a synchronicity that we have 5 fingers and 5 toes. And in these multidimensional messages, I was also drawing symbols, and I was just once again feeling arrows. Well, you probably can't see this in this light right now, and this arrow energy and pointing us in the right direction here. Maybe I can get a little closer, and it's actually in green pen. I was feeling this heart chakra energy, like shooting out our heart chakra energy out into the world and into the universe, the cosmos, and receiving this heart energy in return. And so as I'm guided to receive this information about 5 and what does this mean to us, and it's the first words I hear this morning are once again about freedom. I'm hearing, okay, what does 5 mean? It's about the freedom of becoming this amazing multi-galactic human we can be. And it's about resonating in our true form, about adaptability, learning from our experiences, being versatile, it's about travel and experience and surrendering to that inner divinity, that vitality that comes from within and bubbles within that heart chakra and allows us to speak and sing and live our ultimate truth. And it's about telling our story, sharing our story, about compassion and kindness, about using our imagination, expressing ourselves, and once again in ways that we have never done and allowed ourselves to do before. And about once again the connectedness of everything and the oneness that we all are, and the shimmering beauty of light that is this divine place within us. And I was then guided to, once again, as I'm hearing Shivai and the idea of shooting out the arrows, I was guided to grab my book in here to share if you haven't seen them before. And thank you to all of you new subscribers. I'm beyond excited and beyond words. And thank you to all of you for just expressing your love and comments and desire to expand and learn more about the languages of lights. And thanks to all of you who joined us in the Saturday webinar. It was just an amazing, magical time. Thank you all. And how fitting that we're talking about this today, because this symbol from that Daryl Anka that Bashar brought to us from our Sirius family, that these sacred circuits help us activate ourselves. And part of what these symbols that we draw, that I draw, are part of that activation process, and allows us to really sink deep in and find that place of self-expression by way of self-knowledge and self-acceptance and self-love. And today, the number 5 is express. And how fitting and how perfectly synchronistic that we are being invited now in this 2011, I said it again, 2018 energy of 11, that we are expressing ourselves. And when I see this symbol, it makes me feel like I just want to fling out my arms and express myself. So niara glienta so onkoshata kia latse. So mokoya la kia baroko sapalo sopala harokoa shikia si. And I feel as if I'm being right now as the sun moves and brings its last light to us this afternoon, that I'm sitting next to our divine light. That this is a literal representation, if you will, of us sitting in our divine light. In my copper cup and my beautiful clear fresh water, a carrier of light, a carrier of love, a carrier of intention, a carrier of information, just as light. Seeing the light dancing off the water, off the sky, off the sun, off the moon. Whether you're in the winter hemisphere, up here in the northern hemisphere, as we are cozying up, and I've got my my warm cup and my cold cup here. So I've got my copper cup of lemon water, and my I've got a little coffee here with some cashew almond chocolate nut milk. So I've kind of got the best of both worlds here today. So cheers to our cups of inspiration. Thank you, all of Spirit World, for bringing us our cups of inspiration. So today, and for all of you who are ushering the summer solstice in the summer hemisphere, no matter what the light's bouncing off of, whether it's the trees, the water, the sun, the ice crystals, the flowers, all of it is the languages of light speaking to you. It's messages from your spirit world, your source, your inner sun, to say, stop and listen to the light. And even this morning, I'm hearing, it's time for us to step into that priest energy, that high priestess energy, that divine God and goddess energy, that it is time to walk through this gateway. And they're telling me this morning, you are the lady of the light, the lighthouse, the beacon, and we are all being asked to carry this light with us everywhere we go, by discovering our own authenticity, by expressing who we are in our own perfection. Me orenkianta soporeanko sopo ora kase separia sono ingelia sotopo ongo yala himala korinkia sato sopala. And the full moon, here we are, the full moon, this first full moon energy of ushering in this 11 energy. So here we are, the very first day of the year, January 1st, 2018, this 11-11 portal energy. We're walking through this gateway. And then today, this 5, this 11-11, and then the center point, this 11 and 11, and the 1, you, us, me, walking through this gateway, and this 5, and what it really means to be able, and even the number itself and how it expresses itself, being I'll draw it backwards, but being one direction, and then the other direction, the ability to expand in both directions. Yeah, porisi, the way I drew it in my journal. I don't know if you could see the 5 right here. And that's how I see it express myself. I'll have to get my big bold pen. Ibari sono pediasa or koyabari samalahana kolakokua. Sorongiaba sonori gibala osotoposhana ewele kia. Sima koyinta sopola hana kolakoshono polengo sopalo sopala heriki waloko sombarki satasela. Supuhuna pedianto sopo onko kuapalunko shanapalehina kolako sotopoa. So do shamoni ando do umbako shanoto to peleanta sonakiki. So do huambakaleando sopolora shanakalanda ta ingi. So do somboko shato sipikuna. So do shanoko. So do humali lenti kikiana tatora somolienda. Shoro huambaki itotopo ono numbarkiata sonopolanto sopa. Shoro huna belianto sonopora shati. Sono guambasha natiki inkiesa totopolanta shanotopa o. Ono hama kelenta sobola, shoro somo leana kelianta sobola, shoro somo undo goya basha nata de kiandara sani iwara kose, sirikinkiata samalikiesa. And so now all of a sudden I also see, and Grace is going to love this one. I just am seeing now too in this express, the express, both directions, expressing ourselves in every direction. And I'm seeing now the that the elements, the Elohim, our attachment, our connection to the elementals. So po onko shana palonko shapa halako sonoma le sato tinki atoton bekiasa no tebela hano kola kosono bala hoshono kola sasapala no poro shano helakata tikiata kasan masato pea. So ni sapanianto ian bakashana tebela haroko sapalashano. We're being invited to express ourselves now in every direction of the light, of this light that we are. So I was guided today to take to pull 5 cards for us today in reflection and interpretation, representation of the 4 directions. Let's look at the arrows as the 4 directions of the 4 elemental directions, and the arrows pointing in all 4 directions, and yet that center. So I'm seeing the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That or the 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, whichever way you want to see it. That we're going in all directions from our own central sun, this center within ourselves. So muiana ikwela kosa moshuda kunanta tapala hana koleasa tati umone bala setotoa. So bosanokanianta sapadiana alakosa poshanata bigi wana hiwara kosa toposha lohinki yasato sopi aurukosa masha tatepala kisa tokuya. So I was guided to Diamore sapadianta alikunyana bohasha. We have the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Yamona samanianto kuyapa. And yesterday, the last few days I've been feeling this deep, deep purple, once again, this deep violet amethyst, violet flame energy. And I love the color of this piano saparianta imokoya satoshima ipokoya. And one of the messages, now I'm going to use this because it flipped over. Material and spiritual prosperity. We're being finally asked to understand and embrace the idea that we can have material abundance. And spiritual prosperity is intertwined. That it is when this 11 year is asking us. I haven't even showed you the picture. And look at this. I can't believe the synchronicity of what I'm seeing here. The 11 and the 11 and the man standing in the middle. Look at 11, 11, portal, portal. He's standing in the center of this 11, 11 energy, just as I was visualizing. Standing at the balcony, standing and looking out at all the trees and seeing this abundance, the water flowing, looking out over the water. We were just talking about water. Speaking to the water, we can have abundance and prosperity, material abundance and spiritual prosperity. There is no separation. When we become expressive from our true inner light, our inner selves, we're supposed to be material. We're supposed to have whatever it is that means abundance and prosperity to us, whatever that means to us. And yet, stopping allowing the beliefs that we have come to understand that are tied to that belief that we can't become abundant by our inner light. That's absurd. We're walking now, standing. I know the light's weird. We're standing in that portal now, knowing that we can do this. Look, that we can stand and look out and be our complete expressive selves. And look at this beautiful purple on the back and the sacred geometry here. The sacred instructions I'm hearing. Sacred instructions. We're receiving sacred instructions from our higher selves and our highest guides at every given moment. And this 11 energy is allowing us to open that up and to open that conscious spirit within us. And the sacred geometry, the sacred the numerology, the numbers, and how we're all expressing ourselves through all of this. And I'm being reminded now that computer programming is nothing more than a series of numbers. Strings of numeric information that becomes a material reflection back at us as pictures and images and words and symbols and connections and people and visions and images. This is the Conscious Spirit Oracle, written and illustrated by Kim Dreyer. And once again, I love the photo on the box there. There, the light, allowing our crown chakras to open and expand. I've been discussing that with a few people lately about the crown chakra, this God chakra, this Bindu chakra that's located at the base of the back of the top of the spine, the neck, below, and between the back of the crown chakra. And as we awaken, we're feeling the sensations in these areas and opening these areas up. And I'm feeling it right now as I speak. And I'm also being told that I'm in my comfy mode today, to be comfortable with ourselves and expressing ourselves. Because as we become comfortable with expressing ourselves, we become completely divinely connected. And when we allow ourselves to be comfortable, whether it's summer or winter, where we're allowing ourselves, or anything in between, in all directions, in all elements, in that we allow ourselves to become consciously connected to our spirits by these chakras. And I love the back of these cards with the sacred geometry and the colors and the chakra representation. So if I did it again, it's upside down. And I'm going to, this is the card that flipped over, and I'm going to leave this one because it's absolutely perfect for this moment. Here's the light, this beautiful light next to us. Number 34, Earth Angel. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. And look at this gorgeous, beautiful Earth Angel carrying the light in her hands as we carry the earth, the light within us, as we carry that light within our hands. And the beauty, the grace, the divine wisdom, the gentleness, yet the power of her holding that light in her hands, being able to know that she can transform her world, that you can transform your world simply by walking and carrying your own light and expressing yourself. And I can't talk. I'm so excited to see so many of you expanding, even in the last few days, in so many ways, getting out there, out on YouTube. I'm loving what I'm seeing. All of you, all that I've been interacting with. And this idea that, and even number 34, oh boy, I'm reminded of so many things. For any Chicago Bears football fans out there, 34, hello, Walter Payton, one of the most beautiful human beings too. He was an Earth Angel as far as I was concerned, in every way. And no matter what you think of him or know of him or whatever, he was just, his number was 34, and maybe he's around right now, I don't know. And this idea of number 7, when you add 34 together, this idea of becoming the connection between our earth spirit and our conscious spirit and our earth, knowing that we're earth angels and allowing that to help us express ourselves and become that connection between divine material and spiritual prosperity. What does spiritual and material prosperity mean to you, really? And as we and how perfect that we get the Earth Angel card, and this ethereal light that she's carrying. Oh, and I see this blue-green energy, this heart chakra, throat chakra, crystalline, gorgeous crown chakra energy, as this crystal energy, and opening ourselves, our heart, connecting that heart and throat chakra energy. I was just hearing that. And the Earth Angel. And I was guided then to the messages from your animal spirit guides from Stephen Farmer about the messages that we receive from our divine guidance. And I see a shadow right now outside of the balcony, and there's like 2 11s, and the post in the center I can't believe the synchronicity that I'm looking at this. I'm hoping maybe I can get a picture of it. And then there's a triangle, a pyramid in the middle, and I've been seeing pyramids all day and feeling this pyramid energy all day, and the trinary energy, the Christ consciousness, crystalline consciousness, how we're engaging and absorbing in all of this crystalline consciousness energy as we become more conscious spirits, and how connected we are to the angels and the spirit, the earth angels that are in the animal world. And I was feeling the pyramid energy and our connection to the Sphinx and the paw of the Sphinx. I was once again, having a vision in my meditation about the paw of the Sphinx today. If that resonates with someone, and marveling once again at the synchronicities of those of you that I've interacted with, and the friends and family and openings that have and ways that I've expanded myself even in the last 7 days. I'm hearing 7 again, that's 7 of, and I hear once again, Walter, he was all about living life to its fullest, being crazy and spontaneous, and he was the joker of the team, and he was the one who taught us how to live and not be afraid. And he made his transition very, very young, and we were all just devastated to see him go. And it was such a shock because, why him? And he was such a wonderful person. And but it was about how he lived, not how he left. And that's what we're being reminded right now. Thank you, Walter. I feel him in my heart. And I'm reminded of where I was physically, spiritually, mentally at that time in my life when I found out that Walter was sick, and I was devastated. And I lived in Chicago. We were privileged to witness. I was there for the Super Bowl days and all of that, and to watch them play and to see the synchronization of a team who loved each other and hated each other maybe sometimes, but yet there was that beauty, that synchronization, that harmonization, that beautiful energy that comes together in a perfect set of vibrational resonance. And the fun that he had with these guys and what he taught all of us and how he ran and how he broke record after record after record, yet he was still humble and vital and not perfect, but yet taught us all we're all perfect in our imperfections because we're all beautiful and unique and amazing. And Chicago Bears. And so, okay, animal spirits, bear. Oh my gosh, yes, of course. And so I'm thinking again, hi Grace, all of you guys are in, you have no idea how much I think of you all the time. And we were talking about bear energy these last few days, and the bear and how, and me, there's so many synchronicities with me, and I've got my little bear, here right now, and the synchronicities with that, and the reindeer, and how we use reindeer to symbolize Christmas and Santa Claus, and how the reindeer were the shamans. The reindeer were the shamans' connection to the divine. They were the connection. They were the earth angels and the connections to the divine. They carried the spirit. The reindeer carried the shaman to the spirit world and back to bring back the information. And our earth angels, our angels, our animal angels here, our guardians here, they're part of our shamanic DNA. They're part of our connection to the inner shaman within us. That inner glow, that inner light, that connection to spirit that brings the information to us to help the community, help the earth, make it a better place, raise its vibration but that has to happen by becoming expressive and clear in your direction, asking for intentional clarification on the direction that is most your highest frequency. Okay. Simo te she mi ana korea ishinaki. Tiamaru somebody asha no ikia. And here we go. And I can't believe this, you guys, the synchronicity. I love it. Thank you, Walter. Walter was one of the had the one of the best running records in the NFL. And I pulled the Road Runner card. Road Runner. I'm just, see, you guys, you cannot make this stuff up. Once you ask for the energy, once you ask for the intention, thank you for your light, Walter. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your fun. And the card is, and there's light behind the Road Runner. And I see the spiral in the back of the sun. It's framed in purple. We've got this beautiful orange chakra energy coming up into the sunshine, framed in light, framed in violet energy, and the stripes, the male-female balance of black and white. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. That was Walter. I've got shivers, you guys, because wow, and I'm just yeah, wow, running back, and he was a bear, and so allow yourselves to run free with your expression. Be expressive and allow yourselves to run free. Allow yourselves to break the barriers of what you thought was possible for yourselves. What belief systems are standing still in your way that are allowing you from running and making that next step into whatever it is that you love to do, to make yourself magical and prosperous, to walk through that gateway, to stand and look over the horizon and say, look at my material wealth. Look what I created. And I love what I've created. And every single color, even in this picture, is represented. Every bit of it. And the green energy, the sun, the expansiveness, the water, the purple, the whole idea of this earth connection. And as we then ask Denise Lynn, our sacred traveler, what message in the sacred travel now do we need to hear and express ourselves in? To walk through the gateway, Denise Lynn, the sacred traveler oracle, and the gateway oracle travel. Excuse me, the gateway oracle cards by both by Denise Lynn. Stay tuned for the second half.